Who's ready to party?
Welcome to Jet Dade's RadCast, the only podcast that ever has or ever will exist. And this may be the first ever episode, but be real with yourself and know that it's always existed in all of our hearts. Think about it. I'm, of course, your host, the ultimate rad-ass himself, Jet Dade. And do I have a show for you this week? Today's episode, I'm going to be answering a question from some random guy on the internet. We've got some words of wisdom at the end for you. I'm going to drop a nice little nugget of information about a special guest that we're going to have on next week's episode. And of course, the much anticipated Nightmare Factory shoot interview. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the RadCast. This next segment is what I like to call It in the Back. And it's a segment where some random fan from the internet asks me a question and I try to answer it to the best of my abilities. So without any further ado, today we have Jim from Nebraska.
Jet Dade, how you doing? I hope this reaches you, and I hope that you answer it. My question to you is, if you had to choose two wrestlers right now that have not previously been in a Hollywood movie, what two wrestlers would you have star in a buddy cop movie? Appreciate you listening to this message, and I hope you answer it. And I love the show, man. I love the show, big fan. But yeah, that's my question.
All right. Thank you, Jim from the Cornhusker State. Let's see. Two wrestlers who have not been in a movie. Who would they be in a buddy cop movie? I'm going Bully Ray, Bubba Ray Dudley, as kind of the straight man. And I'm going Danhausen, full makeup, full character, as the kind of fish out of water act. So Danhausen, somehow on the police force, and Bully Ray, unfortunately, to his dismay, has been chosen to be his partner. I was going to say partner in crime, but it's a police buddy cop movie, so it would be partner in fighting crime, I suppose. Bully Ray, Danhausen, Policehausen. That's it. Very, very straightforward. No effort put into it whatsoever. Probably Danhausen, with his untold vast riches, would produce it. I'd give it probably a 4.6 on IMDb maximum, but a 92 on Rotten Tomatoes. So there you have it. Policehausen, Danhausen, Bubba Ray Dudley, buddy cop movie. Not great. Not the worst ever. Probably develops a cult following. You got it. Hey guys, stay tuned, because right after this break, you're going to get to see me shoot on my time in the Nightmare Factory. You're not going to want to miss this. So you want to know about my time in the Nightmare Factory? You ever been in a place where the politics just run wild and people are playing favorites every day and just total assholes trying to maintain their spot? They don't want to see you succeed. Well, the Nightmare Factory is the exact opposite of that. Let me tell you, every single person in there wants to see everyone else succeed. You know, I mean, you walk in like the first day and you're kind of thinking competitively, so you see some of the guys and first thing you're thinking is, oh, Trip Jordy, that guy's a total jobber. but he's not a jobber. Dude's got star power written all over him. He's super supportive, really nice guy. Just got an infectious energy, the likes of which I've never seen before, legitimately. You know, there were times, numerous times, during the camp where I felt totally in over my head, you know what I mean? I'm lost, brother. Always somebody was willing to help, you know what I mean? Whether it was, you know, you need motivation to get through a drill or something, or just need some advice on something. And I'm telling you, like, it was really everyone. Like, all the coaches, all the trainees. I don't want to sit here and name names, but everybody was just super helpful all the time. If anybody really says that the Nightmare Factory was not an amazing opportunity for them, to be quite honest, like, they are just a bunch of liars. And don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, it was a lot of hard work, you know? All those drills, it wasn't easy. It didn't come easy. But when it comes to the Nightmare Factory, I'm a survivor.
Did someone die at the Nightmare Factory?
What? No. What? No, who said anything about someone dying? Why the hell would you even bring that up?
I mean, you said you were a survivor.
Well, yeah, look at me. I'm alive.
Okay. Well, hey, man, you got to go. We're, expecting somebody
Yeah.
to interview, so.
Yeah, sure thing, man. Hey, catering's free, right?
Yeah, but you're not even supposed to be here. You can't.
Okay, well. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And all things, good and bad, have to come to an end at some point. And sometimes that ending is abrupt and leaves you with a lot of questions. Sometimes that ending is drawn out and painful. Sometimes that ending is a really sick, mind-blowing twist ending that leaves you thinking, wow, I can't believe Bruce Willis was dead the whole time. But more often than not, it's really not about the ending. It's about how you got to the ending. It's about that journey and everything that you picked up along the way. And who knows? Sometimes the end of something that you enjoyed can mark the beginning of something that you never would have imagined. So don't be afraid of endings. Sometimes we let things drag on far too long to the point where they're no longer beneficial to us, only because we're afraid of how they might end. Take bread, for example. I mean, sure, you want to finish that loaf of bread that's been sitting on your counter for months, but should you? Look at it. Smell it. It's not how bread's supposed to smell. Go get yourself a new loaf of bread. You know what I mean? Don't be scared. It's just honey wheat. Go out there, find yourself a fresh new loaf of bread. Get rid of that old stale green bread. You don't want to eat that. Sometimes in life, you got to cut your losses. You got to make that decision to end something. And sometimes in life, you just got to stop and smell the new bread. Hey guys, thank you for listening to this episode of Jet Dade's RadCast. I've of course been your host, Jet Dade. If you enjoyed this week, you're going to love what we've got for you next week, because we have The Rock. That's right, we are going to be interviewing The Rock. The fact that my producer was able to get The Rock for this show is totally remarkable. And this is such a monumental event and a huge moment for this show, so you are not going to want to miss that. Absolutely. If you like the show, if you've got any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, go ahead and shoot me a message on Instagram or Twitter. You can follow me there at the Jet Dade on both socials. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and do the whole hit like, subscribe. You get it. If you're watching on YouTube, you know the spiel. Don't make me do the whole content creator thing. And that's all. That's all we've got for this week. So, bye.